Central Minnesota Sports Hub. It's the Morning Sports Desk, presented by Wadena's Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade. Available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, and streaming on YouTube.
It is the Morning Sports Desk, powered by Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. I'm CJ Baumgartner. That's Corey Tackman. And Corey, boy, do we have a really special episode today to ring in opening day for your Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, we're just so lucky to have Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade on board with the Morning Sports Desk. And if you've been into the Fun Zone, you know that one of the prizes you can get for playing games, you can turn in your rewards and you can pick yourself up a mystery autographed, certified, authentic jersey from your favorite sports league. And Zach at the Pizza Ranch said, you know what, wouldn't it be kind of fun if for opening day in Major League Baseball, we gave one of those away? Wouldn't that be awesome to do? So that is exactly what we're going to do. You can see it right here, the mystery box, the mystery Major League Baseball uniform, certified, authentic, autographed. We're going to unbox, unveil, and give away that jersey here today on the Morning Sports Desk. And it's all thanks to the great idea from Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. What we need right now, CJ, is to start guessing to get yourself qualified for this. We need you to guess, is it going to be an American League jersey or a National League jersey? We need you to start guessing league right now in the comments. Start guessing. If you guess the right league, you are officially in the running for this. And then we will randomly select from all of those who have chosen the correct league. So we're going to open that up here in just a little bit. We want to give people plenty of time to get entered in and ready to roll. But we've got
some popping off right now here. So we are a good start. Let's keep it rolling.
So that's where we go with that. We're going to give you some time to get things entered in, but I know, CJ, we've got a few local things that we need to hit on before we do our official unboxing and unveiling.
Exactly. We're going to give you guys some time to comment. We'll give you some times to think about some stuff here. By the way, Zeke, our guy, is pretty excited about today. So here we go. A couple things that we should talk about here that are just kind of happening locally that are making a little bit of headlines. And let's go all the way back. We haven't gotten a chance to talk about this on the show last week, Corey, but there were some Staples Motley seniors or Staples Motley athletes who were able to pick and announce their formal college commitment. Sawyer Fordon is going to compete at UW Superior for track and field. Logan Robin at cross country and track and field for Jamestown in North Dakota. Peyton Mattoon is going to golf at University of Minnesota Morris. And Grant Bestland is also going to be following Logan over to Jamestown, except he will be on the golf team. So a lot of commitments there from that Staples Motley class.
Very exciting for them. Obviously, really good golf happening at Staples Motley, and they're not the first Cardinals to commit to golfing somewhere. Excited for all of those athletes to be moving on to the next level.
And then as we kind of keep moving through here, we did get a something come across our timeline for an award. It's the Hobie Baker High School Character Award. And for Wadena Deer Creek, Cooper Ness, a senior, has been recognized for his character both on and off the ice. And he received that at a banquet earlier this week. And there's some pictures of him up on the Sports Cal Facebook page. Some pictures we shared from the WDC account of him with his head coach, Robbie Grendal, and just kind of the award he won, and just a really cool honor for him.
You know, what we like about this kind of stuff, and what we like about high school sports in general, is that first of all, the sports part of it, right? That's the most fun. And obviously, if you can get some wins under your belt and things like that. But we really believe in completely the fact, like the life preparation that comes from this and the life lessons and yeah, sure. Can you win games? Whatever. Is that important? Sure. In your time. And we're not like trying to discredit what that means, but are we teaching you how to be a good person in the long haul and be a decent teammate at work when that happens, or off to college? The older I get, the more I appreciate stuff and awards like this, where lots of people get credited for their play and Cooper's one of those kids. But also it's nice to see kids getting credited for like kind of exemplifying what student athlete is all about. So congratulations to him.
One more local sports note, and then we will wrap up this and get onto the jersey selection. But before we do that, Corey, why don't you repeat the rules if anybody kind of is coming in here at the last second?
Yeah, so we're going to open and unveil our mystery jersey for opening day here in just a moment. We need you to guess if you think it's going to be an American League jersey or a National League jersey. If you pick the correct league, you're going to enter. You'll be into that random drawing. Then we'll find who that person is going to be. But you got to pick the correct league first. And don't think you can comment National League and then come back with an American League guess. Your first guess is what's going to count here. But we've got a Major League Baseball certified, authentic, autographed, and as I've been told, it's guaranteed to be all-star level to Hall of Fame level. So we'll go through who our guesses are in a little bit, but let's go ahead and keep those National League and American League guesses, what you think it's going to be, in the comments so we can give that thing away. What are you smirking at? Are you smirking at something I said?
No, Zeke is just commented both NL and AL in the comment section. So you're out, Zeke. You're out.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here just for that. Yeah, get him out of here. Anyway, but one last thing to talk about in the local sports scene, and this, Corey, is a first. We've never done this on the morning sports desk. We're making some firsts today. This is the first ever time we've discussed about a college commitment for the state rodeo, for a college rodeo team.
Okay.
So at Henning Public School, they put out an announcement yesterday that talked about Eli Reinbold making his college commitment at Bismarck State to compete on their rodeo team, and he's going to join as a bull rider. That's just awesome.
It's the best, man. I would like to congratulate him on being braver and tougher physically and mentally than I could ever dream of being.
I rode a mechanical bull once. Never went well for me. Thought this is, if I ever did the real thing, it'd be 10 times worse. So yeah, congratulations to him. Braver than I.
Wet t-shirt contest afterwards too, or what?
No. In fact, I think people would have left if that would have happened. But no, it's that's my one experience with that, and it ended horribly. So glad to know that some things you just can't win at everything, you know. So Corey, we are going to announce who is going to win the jersey in just one moment. We are going to announce. First of all, we're going to do the unboxing because we still have no idea who it's going to be.
Not a single clue. No,
not a single clue. We have guesses, and we're going to talk about those guesses in just a second. We have to do one last thing, and that's shout out the good folks who gave us this jersey to be able to give away for everyone today. The Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena.
I love this. It's a gravy strategy time with the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade in Wadena. They ask, CJ, are you dipping your chicken in the gravy, or are you pouring it over those mashed potatoes, or maybe even both? I'll tell you what I'm doing. Smothering everything. That's what I'm doing. It's an unbelievable deal at the Pizza Ranch. 12 pieces of the country's best chicken with a family order of mashed potatoes and gravy. It's just $29. You can get that on the Pizza Ranch side. And obviously on the FunZone Arcade side, you can go collect your points, and you could maybe earn enough points to get yourself a mystery jersey. CJ, we got guesses in. We got American League. We got National League. We got enough to start this unboxing and unveiling.
Yeah, I'm going to get those numbers to you in just a second. Why don't you just explain again, just kind of what we're doing here?
So, again, thank you to Pizza Ranch, FunZone Arcade. Zach had the idea on opening day. Wouldn't it be cool to do a mystery jersey unboxing and unveiling with the morning sports desk and maybe give it away? And I was like, why? This is why you run a business and I work in radio. That's such a good idea. So he reached out and said, here it is. Here's the box. This is a certified, authentic, autographed baseball jersey. It is a all-star level to Hall of Fame level. And I mean, this could be super random, right? Looking through the photos on the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade Facebook page, we're talking about, we've seen Pete Rose. We've seen in other sports, Robert Horry. We've seen Sean Kemp. We saw Muggsy Bogues when we were looking through it earlier today. Obviously, different sport. This is going to be a baseball jersey. Milwaukee Brewers, Paul Molitor. Like, this is big time stuff. So, are we ready? Should we get this thing?
Yeah.
Should we get unboxing going?
Yes. So, do you want me to list the numbers out here while you're doing this for how many AL and NL, or?
Let's go through some guesses here. Okay. What was your prediction? I'll tell you that Zach at Pizza Ranch thinks his guess was a Marlins Jose Reyes.
That would be awesome. All 6 months he was a Marlin. My guess was Fernando Tatis. That's my guess.
That was very good. And Zeke, he said Harold Baines. I don't remember which team, though, for Harold at the time. Do you remember what he said?
No, I do not.
Well, maybe he'll throw it in on the comments for us so we can help. And then my guess was a Cleveland Kenny Lofton jersey.
So, Corey, you're unboxing it right now. Who do we got?
I'm unboxing it right now. I'm still trying to figure out how to open this thing is really what's happening. I finally was able to pull the...
He's doing it away from the camera to build suspense.
I'm trying to get it open. All right, I see some gray, and I see some red.
Ooh, my guess probably
blue. This could be a Twins jersey.
Oh, it could be.
This could be a Twins jersey.
I said it was a Texas Rangers Harold Baines jersey, which is still in play.
That is still in play. I'm trying to think an old school, maybe like Angels jersey.
Ooh, yeah.
For this,
is it a Cubs jersey? Do we got Rizzo on there?
Could be. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. Here we go.
Here we go. We have not seen this, by the way. We are unboxing this for the first time.
I'm gonna show you what's another team with red, white, and blue.
I don't know. Putting me on the spot here. We said Texas already. Out in the East. What's it, like the Nationals?
Nope. It is an American League team, CJ.
An American League team like the Blue Jays?
More red.
The Red Sox?
The Boston Red Sox.
Oh.
And we got ourselves a bona fide Hall of Famer.
Oh, boy.
A Boston Red Sox Wade Boggs.
Oh, my gosh. I guess was way off, but I don't care. That's awesome.
How amazing is that?
So cool.
So how many people are in the running for this Red Sox?
If you guessed American League, that was pretty heavy. So we had 9 guesses for the American League. Zeke has entered the chat. He is very excited.
That's such a cool number. All right, are you ready? The winner is entrant number 3.
Entrant number 3. So if we go down the line of who guessed American League, our third entrant ends up going to none other than Zachary Shaw. He is the winner of the Wade Boggs jersey. Congratulations.
What's up, Zach? Congratulations, Wade Boggs. Certified, authentic, autographed. Unbelievable stuff.
Unbelievable. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for playing. This was awesome. We got to do this more. We got to tell Zach he's got to give us more jerseys.
Zach, if you want to donate it back to the program, we'll gladly accept it. That's so cool. So, Zach, by the way, we're going to need you to swing by the radio station at some point. We'll try to reach out, whatever, but coordinate. You're going to have to reach out to the radio station so we can get this thing to you. Boss.
Yeah. It's awesome. Awesome.
I'm so jealous of this.
That's so cool. Glad to see he's excited. Thanks everybody for playing and for hopping on. And we still got some more morning sports desk stuff. We're gonna still talk some Twins. Don't go away. The show is not over yet. But this was just really awesome. And I want to thank Zach at the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade for giving us that jersey because
such a great idea.
Cool. Hopefully this is the first of many jersey giveaways we can do on the program.
Awesome. Way to go, Zach. I'm jealous of you. And I'm jealous of Wade Boggs. And I'm jealous of the Pizza Ranch. And now I'm going to get some chicken and mashed potatoes.
We had some good guesses along the way, by the way. This is, first of all, Zeke guessing his Baines, Texas.
Yep, very good. Yep.
Yes. Skylar Mercer said Ken Griffey Jr. Reds, which would have been awesome. I would have loved
that. have been great.
I would have loved that. That would have been great. There's a lot of good stuff going on.
Each other, right? Were you and Skylar the same? Same age?
I am really bad at math right now, so I would have to.
It's hard to remember. Zach was right in there around when you were in school too, I think.
A little younger, but yeah. That one, I'm just so excited. I'm still coming off the high of that Wade Boggs jersey. My goodness, we gave away a Wade Boggs jersey.
Gave away a Wade Boggs jersey only on the morning sports desk. Hey, it's opening day. The reason we did this, CJ, is because it's opening day of Major League Baseball. The Twins play this afternoon. They're in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
The Cardinals, old Twins favorite, Sonny Gray. On the hill, it's as Kyle said this morning, Pablo Cruz starting for the Twins. He came in later. He goes, as the second I said Pablo Cruz, I was like, I don't think that's right. I'm like, no, Pablo Cruz is a great guy. Nothing against Pablo Cruz, wherever he is, whoever he is.
But it's Pablo Lopez Day. It's Lopez Day, or what are the Twins trying to brand it as?
Pablo, isn't it Pablo Day?
Pablo Day. Yeah. It's a Pablo Day. Let's get things going. We've already got some chats talking about the Twins and kind of ready to roll here, which is really fun to see. Pablo Lopez versus Sonny Gray in what'll be a really fun pitching matchup on opening day. Not many times. I mean, this is the fun part about opening day. Everybody is throwing their ace on the mound today, and it's going to be really fun. Unlike the 2013 season, which opened with Vance Worley. This is like there's a Twins trivia question for you.
Be named, you mean?
Didn't opening day starter who got waived by the team in like 2 months. So if you want to speed run that. Anyway, but this is not often do you get premier pitching matchups that just happen like opening day does. There's the pageantry. Opening day is one of the top, it was just one of the top days in all of sports, right up there with the Super Bowl, with the opening day of March Madness. Like MLB opening day is right there in terms of just the excitement level and how much everybody is ready to get going for the season. We did a full Twins preview episode with Zeke, with Corey, where we kind of went all our thoughts and expectations for the Twins season. So we don't want to bore you and rehash that whole thing again. Just go back and watch that episode to get you ready for the start of the Twins season. But just in terms of today's game, Corey, the opening day lineup has been released for the Minnesota Twins as they get ready to take on Sonny Gray, and as a good old Lopey is going to be on the mound today for. Are
there any when you were looking through the starting lineup? Were there any surprises in the opening day lineup? Not obviously taking into account some of the injuries that we knew were going to change things up with Royce being out and Brooks being out. Was there any surprises to you, or did the Twins just go, it's a righty on the mound, this is our starting lineup against righties?
Yeah, I think it's more of the second one. Rocco Baldelli is one to really love splits. He's one to really love kind of mixing and mashing the lineup together for kind of the best optimal matchup. And here we go. Here's the Twins opening day lineup, courtesy of them, the team. Matt Wallner, your leadoff hitter in right field, getting things going for the Twins this season.
The other day, by the way.
Well, Rocco kind of hinted it all throughout spring training because he kept putting him first. And he's like, honestly, I kind of like it. It's been really kind of something that he's been toying with. And I guess the thought is like, he's a good hitter. Give him a lot of at-bats. He can hit some doubles for you. He can do some stuff. Why not? Then you have Carlos Correa as your team's 2-hitter playing shortstop. Byron Buxton, 3-hitter center field. And that's probably as it should be, right? Correa 2, Buxton 3.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. That's the new school philosophy in which of that which I love. You are putting your 2 best hitters in the lineup towards as top heavy as possible to get them that 4th, maybe even 5th at bat, depending on how the game goes.
Well, and exactly too. And it's also that, and it's also just on the course of a season, a guy batting first versus even batting 4th over the course of the season, that's like 100 plus at bats that this player is losing. And if you feel like he's your best hitter, move him up 1 slot in the order and he gets that much more at bats all season long.
Yep,
like just a no-brainer. Trevor Larnach, the opening day DH, is batting in the cleanup spot. I know you're a big Larnach guy, and it's probably a big year for him.
So that's the Larnach, and then once we get to left field and our DH, kind of that triangle of positioning here, Well, whatever. Is this a surprise that it's Larnach, or he's a left-handed batter, Sonny Gray's a right-handed pitcher? That's how we do this.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it seems to me. And especially because we're going to get down to who's playing left field. The left fielder the Twins have in their opening day lineup, and Harrison Bader is just a better fielder. I mean, he's a Gold Glove center fielder. So he's just going to be a better left fielder than Trevor Larnach would be. Plus, he used to play for the St. Louis Cardinals, so he does know how to play in that outfield at Busch Stadium a lot more than Larnach would. Batting fifth is Ryan Jeffers, your catcher. No brainer there. He kind of slots anywhere between 4 through 7 in a lineup on any given night. So kind of him being smack dab in the middle makes a lot of sense. Ty France, the team's first baseman, who the Twins brought in kind of early in spring training to fill that first base spot.
No surprise here, right? This is if the Twins are healthy, maybe it's Miranda, but this was always going to be France.
He came right in, and Rocco Baldelli made no bones about it. He said, Ty France is going to play a lot of first base this year.
Yep, good.
So kind of getting that right out into the open.
Position for the Twins, isn't it? First base of late.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a kind of a revolving door. DH, by the way, this is the Twins' 15th different DH in 19 seasons. And the last guy to go back to back was Nelson Cruz.
Opening day, you're talking, right?
Opening day. Yeah.
Yep.
Which it can be kind of, pedantic a little bit. It could be kind of because of the fact of that, it's just the first lineup of the year. It doesn't necessarily Royce Lewis isn't going to be the opening day third baseman, but he's the Twins' best third baseman. You know what I mean?
And the Twins are also not this. They don't just start guys because they literally approach this game like they would if we were in June.
Right. And the DH,
right.
The Twins with the designated hitter spot under Falvey and Levine, well, and now just Falvey, but under Falvey, they treat the DH as that's just an extra spot in the lineup we get to use for a hitter. One guy isn't going to be he's going to play 100 games a year at 100 plus games a year at DH. It's going to be, we kind of just treat it as this just an extra spot in the lineup. We can have somebody hit. So that's kind of the way that they go about it.
Very nation of a DH, by the way. Yeah. Willie Castro then is where?
He's at second base, which is the first, not surprise, but the first okay, this was the one I had a question on. Was it going to be Willie Castro at second base, or was it going to be Ed Julian? And the fact that Willie Castro is over Julian shouldn't surprise anybody, but it's just kind of a signal of we firmly believe that Castro is a better hitter and a better second baseman than Ed Julian is right now. And it was
last year.
Right. It's Willie Castro, obviously an all-star. Second half of the year was a little but yeah, I mean, that guy's an all-star. He deserves the chance. A lot of positional flexibility. He can run a really nice spot in the lower part of the order. And he's also a switch hitter, which makes sense too. Jose Miranda at third base and Harrison Bader in left field. That is the opening day lineup for your 2025 Minnesota Twins. Pablo Lopez on the bump because it is Pablo Day. Corey, anything else about the opening day lineup?
No, I would be interested to see how this would have looked different if Brooks Lee and Royce Lewis were healthy.
Right.
Would it have Royce is obviously your third baseman if he's healthy? Does Brooks or the second baseman? I don't know. I don't know what
he's probably in the same spot in the order. I don't think that changes. What I think would change is I think there's a chance that Lewis is hitting 3, Buxton's hitting 4th, and everybody kind of goes down. Does that make sense?
But is Larnach in the lineup anymore because Castro's maybe your DH then in that situation?
That's a good question. I feel like Larnach probably would stay because it's against a righty, so you probably still give him that benefit of the doubt. If it's a lefty, yeah, Willie Castro is going to be your DH because he's a switch hitter.
If Brooks is healthy, he's on the bench opening day. That's what you think.
No. Brooks would be playing second base. Brooks would be playing second base.
Right. So yeah. Brooks at second, Royce would be at third.
Yep. And then you would maybe put Castro in left field. Maybe.
So Bader's on the bench.
Yeah, you would maybe put Bader on the bench for that opening day because Bader's a righty. And so Castro's a switch hitter. So you have that advantage. And then you don't have to sub him late in the game. And then you can sub in Bader later in the game for Wallner or something like that when a lefty comes in.
All right, let's do it. Let's do predictions. Game one.
Game one predictions.
Let's do game one prediction and win total prediction.
Twins win 5-3 today. I think the Twins hit 2 home runs. I was talking about this with Daryl, so I already kind of have my thoughts up here. And I think Byron Buxton hits the first I think Byron Buxton hits the first home run for the Twins this season.
Okay, yeah, no, does he hit it right at like first inning, top of the first, 1-0 Twins?
I'm going to say no. I'll say it'll be like the second or third.
Second or third at bat. Okay, I think this is going to be low scoring. I think I'll say the Twins. I'll say 2-1 Twins. And 88 wins on the season.
Yeah, I was going to say 89. And we kind of talked about we think that's probably good enough to be close to that AL Central contention this year. So we got full predictions. We have full breakout candidates, full prove it guys on our Twins preview special. Go watch that. It's right here on the YouTube page, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, for that as well. Zach adding in the chat, France was a good pickup, and it'll be really sneaky interesting. The thing about Ty France is he had a little bit of injuries. Twins are buying low on him, and Corey just putting it up there one more time. What an awesome Wade Boggs jersey. That's just great. Congratulations, Zach. That's such a good pickup. And Ty France, he's been a guy who's proven with the Mariners he can be a nice hitter. I believe he also played in Cincinnati. He has that's a nice, like, kind of like a CJ Cron comparison would maybe be like, he's not going to like wow you. He's never going to be the top hitter in your lineup. But if you can always slot him in like that 6-7 spot every day, like,
it matters.
Right. That matters to have that taken care of. And first base is a spot defensively. France isn't the best. That's like Carlos Santana is a much better defender at first base, but I think France has the capability to hit on the same level he did last year. So, and it'll be interesting, obviously, with the Twins defensively, if you have Royce Lewis at third and maybe you had Julian at second, be very important to have a good defensive first baseman. Very important. So anyway, I think one last thing that we need to talk about for the Twins, and we'll talk about brackets and we'll get out of here. TV situation, we talked about it a whole bunch. Twins.tv. I subscribe to it because they don't put it on YouTube TV for some ungodly reason, apparently. But it's like $99 for the whole season, less than $1 a game for like the 111 games out of the 162 that they're going to put out there. Twins.tv, it's Corey Provis, it's Justin Morneau, it's Audra Martin. It's all the same people who do it. It's going to look a little differently. But if you have local cable, we have a whole list online at WadenaRadio.com that has all of the kind of the DirecTV, Xfinity Comcast, Spectrum, Midco, West Central Telephone, Paul Bunyan Communications, Arvig, Red River, all these kind of places that have the different kind of local providers. And then if not, we also have a link that will show you, does my TV have the Twins? Am I going to be able to watch the Twins? That is something we have online at WadenaRadio.com. It is a year of transition. Major League Baseball can't help but get in their own way. Major League Baseball announced this for not just the Twins, but all of the teams that are on kind of the MLB.TV umbrella today. And just why would you wait till opening day when people are already deciding if they need to buy it? I don't get that for the Twins. But good news, if you have DirecTV, if you have basic cable, there's a good chance you still have the Twins on your TV. It's just going to look a little different, and you're just not going to fall asleep watching it on a West Coast game and wake up to Ken Herbeck outdoors in the morning. It's just going to be like the Twins logo when the game shuts off or something like that. So,
and the thing is always, 101.7 FM and AM 920 KWAD will have the Twins on again this year for what is roughly the 922nd year in a row.
And for the low price of free.
Exactly. You've always known it. It will always be there.
It will always be there. Twins games on KWAD. All but 1968, according to Kyle. He said they didn't. Allegedly, the story was they didn't put it on that year, and everybody was like, "What are you doing?" And then they never made that mistake again.
Correct.
So that's a great thing. One last thing, we need to talk a little brackets, Corey, as we wrap up today's morning sports desk by going to the Bracket Mayhem 2025 Challenge, brought to you by the VFW, Elmer Goshi Post 3922 in Wadena. Taking a look at the standings as we have Sweet 16 action that begins today. Things are not looking too good for me. I'm in 15th place with 48 total points or picks or whatever the way you want to word it. There's a three-way tie for first place with Paul Mattoon, Mike Lake, and Kyle Brock, all sitting there with 53 correct points. And we're going to see a lot coming up in the next couple days here that are really going to solidify our brackets.
Yeah, this is the differentiator weekend now. So if you are even someone like you, CJ, who's out of the mix right now, do you have most of your Elite Eight teams? Do you have most of your
Final fours are still
for Final Four. Is your championship? Are you full there? You've got both there. So like, if you can get through this weekend and have 75% of your Final Four and all of your championships still kind of intact, you'll be just fine. But there's the heartbreak, the heartbreak for schools and for teams and whatever happens in the first weekend, last weekend. The heartbreak for bracket play happens this weekend. If you're out of it after this weekend, it's pretty much over.
It's pretty much done. So yeah, go check out the full standings there and we'll see what happens. Corey, where are you sitting in the standings?
I think I'm eighth. I have 46 points, tied for eighth. So I'm in the mix. I've got 7 of 8 in the Elite 8. I've got 3 of 4 in the Final Four, and I've got the 2 in the championship, all still alive.
By the way, the person who picks the best bracket wins $250 thanks to the VFW in Wadena. So there we go. We just want to thank everybody for playing, because this was so awesome. We want to do more of these in the future. Make sure you lift it up so you can get that little autograph there on the number. Yeah, look at that. And not just a Wade Boggs jersey. That's got the little signature on there. How cool is that?
He only has 3,000 plus hits. No big deal.
No big deal.
Bonafide Hall of Famer.
Bonafide. I'm really glad it's that, not like an Evan Longoria jersey or something like that. We'd had to walk out.
Longoria showed up on this stupid show again. I think I'd quit.
Love you, Evan Longoria. You're welcome to come on the show anytime.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Zach Shaw, the winner of the jersey giveaway, thanks to the Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade. I'm CJ Baumgartner. That's Corey Tackman. Thanks for playing. We'll see you next time.
Powered by Wadena's Pizza Ranch and FunZone Arcade. Follow the Morning Sports Desk on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And watch every show on YouTube.